Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Alloutdoor1 video. Yes, it's the Spring Watch special. First sunny day we've had in ages. This is Friday the 10th. There goes a squirrel. Yeah, just come out here for an overnight trip. All the bluebells have come out just now, so there's a nice blue hue to everything. You see that blueness in the background there? There's just millions of bluebells. So some indication as to which part of England I'm in. As you can see, conditions at the moment are not exactly ideal. I will be joined by bikenutter1 later on today, my YouTube buddy bikenutter1. He's going to come through and hopefully give me a hand in constructing this survival shelter that I've been building. And second of all, I haven't been back here for about a month or so, so I'm not sure if it's even still going to be standing or if someone hasn't pulled it down already. But hopefully my hard work won't have been undone. P.S. Thank you to everybody that entered the competition for the IMCOs recently. And I appreciate all the subscriptions, obviously. Goes without saying. Yeah, also we'll be looking at the rat one, the Ontario rat one, and having a good old field test of that knife today or tomorrow morning. Jesus, it's muddy around here. It's going to be a 3-hour boot cleaning job when I get back home. But you know, sacrifices are necessary. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so as I said, I'll be joined by bikenutter, and we'll see how we work as a team. Okay, I'm checking out for now. Need to hike in further and set up camp. Signing out for a second. I'll talk to you in a while. Here we go. Almost at home sweet home. My home away from home. And perfect. My shelter is intact. Bonus. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, so should actually be getting it finished off this time around. So here we go. Bushcraft shelter, take 3. Hey guys and girls, welcome back. Yeah, I'm dug in now. Tent set up. Stove on the go for some coffee. And as I said earlier, I'm just waiting on the arrival of the bikenutter1. Long drive out here, but luckily we've just caught a couple of days of good weather, it would seem. Yes, this is the shelter that I've come here to build, to finish off. As you can see, it's got a good start to it already. Just have to make this thing waterproof now and give it some more insulative value. And some kind of covering or seat or bed for the floor, haven't quite decided what yet. Yeah, I was meant to cover shelter building and fire making in one episode, but it's already run into 2. And that's just for the shelter, so you'll have to excuse me for that, my bad planning, but I'll try my best. Busy at the moment, but there we go. enjoy a bit of sunshine right now. I'll be signing back in a short while. Yeah, I've got another couple of small bushcraft tasks to take care of out here. Obviously there'll be the review of the Alloutdoor1 folder, and furthermore I'm going to try and find some nice wood for my homemade bushcraft knife. The bushcraft knife I made with Dave Budd. If you guys have seen that video, I've had to momentarily take that off as it needed some re-editing, and I'll be posting it back up again. But you know, in that video I basically went on a course and was taught how to make a bushcraft or survival knife from scratch, and I'm just got the steel at home at the moment, and obviously I need some wooden scales for it. So I think this is probably the perfect environment to find some nice wood. It's got to be in here somewhere in here around these trees. In these trees are lying my my knife scales. So yeah, looking forward to finding those as well. You know, I'll just let nature guide me as to their whereabouts. Okay, I'll stop waffling now. I'm signing up for now. Hopefully next time I sign on, Bike Nutter will be here. Hey everyone, looks like the milk's gone sour. Bikenutter1 has just had a little scratch and has come off his bike about a few miles away from here after a long ride. It's not the best conditions today because it's quite windy for bikers, but yeah, I hope the guy's okay. He just called me, let me know, and he's trying to pick himself up, and you know, it's yeah, that's a difficult one. I don't have any transport at the moment. I can't even go and meet the guy and help him out. I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, I'll sign back on soon. Take care. Hey everyone, just had some good news. Bike Nutter's managed to get the bike going again. He's just round the corner. I'm just going to go and meet him now, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So that's good news. I'm glad he wasn't hurt. And finally we have the arrival of the Bike Nutter. I think he made it in one piece, I'm not sure though. Jesus. Okay, so here we go with some batoning tests for the Alloutdoor1. As being demonstrated by Bikenutter1 here.
Yeah, who survived the bike crash last night.
Yeah, glad to see that.
Had a conversation with a grass verge on a country lane.
Oh, I'm glad to see that you won anyway.
Yeah, just about. And the bike's in one piece.
Sweet.
Well, more or less, a bit of fairing damage.
Check the beauty over there. Yeah. That's the one.
And this is my first ever batoning, which Alpha Bushcraft have decided to video for posterity and make me feel really nervous. He's like, "Can I video your batoning?" I was like, "Come on then."
Yeah, well, you know, you're looking professional so far.
Yeah, whatever. This is supposed to be wood for breakfast. But yeah.
How would you say that knife's doing?
Yeah, it feels nice. It's quite sturdy actually. I mean, compared to like my little Mora which I've got here, what I find that's quite good.
What's that, the 510?
Yeah, this is the old my 510 I got from Ray Mears.
Got you.
So yeah, that was something I got before they ran out, and this is kind of like my first real test and camping out.
Got you.
And in comparison there, What I like about this is it feels quite stable vertically, so when you're batoning you can control the angle of the blade better.
Right, I see.
So if you feel like it's splitting off to one side, you're able to centre it back in.
Okay.
And this is a little bit harder to do so, maybe because it's actually thinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
That's
but this just feels a bit more. Yeah. So that's the main difference really.
Okay.
But yeah, quite stable in the hand. It's got a nice grip on it.
Doesn't feel like the lock's gonna go at any point, does it?
Not at all. No, I mean it feels as strong as anything.
The lock-up is really solid, don't you reckon?
Yep.
No play really.
Virtually half a mil, if that.
If that. But I mean, you can adjust it as well. You know, it does have the bolts there.
Yeah, it's got 3.
No, that's for the
hexi bolts there.
That's for the pocket clip. That's the one for adjusting the tightness.
Yeah, 3 hexi bolts. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's not much in it. Nothing that's going to affect your handling of the knife anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty stable.
Right.
It's my first little try of it, and I quite like it.
We'll give it some more testing in a minute.
Yeah. Another one.
Well, you're removing some cans there.
Here's another nest. Bloody hell.
So, welcome to another Alloutdoor1 video. Today I'm just going to be having a little review and test run of a new knife that I've received recently. Again, for the 3rd time, outdoor enthusiast, thank you, much appreciated for the swap on this one. This is a folding knife that's been around for a little while now. There are quite a few reviews of this on YouTube, but as it's my first experience with Ontario and rat cutlery, I thought I'd give a rundown, especially as initially upon receiving this knife I was very impressed with it. It's not a very lightweight knife. I think it weighs about 4 or 5 ounces. It's got a 4-inch cutting blade made from Ors 8 steel, which in my experience is a good steel and is quite hard, keeps a good edge. Edge retention is good. Fairly easy to sharpen also, and you can get it to a nice level of sharpness. Rust resistance isn't fantastic, but it's tolerable. Therefore, you know, you will have to maintain this and oil it, keep it dry. Ergonomically, it fits really nice in the hand. I'm not a huge fan of folders generally. As a bushcrafter, you know, I suppose I have a preference for fixed blades, but I have to say I'm impressed with this. A nice textured finish on the plastic handles. Scales feel nice to handle. It's got a nice sturdy pocket clip here, which is reversible, and you can also change the side for a left or right handed carry, or how deep you want it in your pocket. Obviously it has a lanyard loop here if that's your preference. There is no skeletonization on the inner parts of this, the steel. You know, they haven't tried to save weight here. Obviously that would boost price as well, so to keep the price point down, I'm sure that's the reason why it hasn't been done. Obviously the scales can be fully removed for cleaning and servicing, oiling, etc. As to the blade itself, 4-inch blade. As standard, it comes very sharp, straight from the box. A very good standard of sharpness straight from the factory. Nice bit of detailing here with the logo, Randall Adventure Training, RAT, Rat Cutlery, Ontario. Nice thick bit of steel there. On the back end it's probably creeping up to 3 mils, tapering down to about 1 at the front. As you can see, this knife is capable of doing some light batoning if necessary. I'll just do some other cutting tests right now, such as making a feather stick. due to the geometry of the blade, as you can see, can't make very fine feathers, but easily fine enough to get a fire going. So for practical purposes, it's definitely suitable. Now, as we can see here, we've got approximately 6-7 centimeter piece of wood. We're just going to see how this 4-inch blade batons through it. As you saw earlier, it's got no problem with the thinner pieces. Let's try something a bit more solid. I mean, that's the kind of size wood that is good for using in the fire as far as I'm concerned. Batoned, that's perfect. Okay, so as you can see, it's doable. It's possible to baton with this knife, even pretty sizable chunks of wood. In all honesty, I did feel the mechanism move slightly on a couple of the heavier hits there, but held up well. And now again, practically zero sideways play and absolutely zero up and down play. As for ergonomy, as I said, I think it does feel nice in the hand. I have quite large hands, and yeah, I seem to be getting a nice good grip on there. Probably will be a bit more comfortable if you remove this clip, the pocket clip, which I probably will be doing, to be honest. If I do keep this in my pocket, it will be in a zipped up pocket anyway, so I'm not really bothered about the pocket clip. I believe this is a laminated steel, thin layer of laminate on top to prevent rusting. As far as ease of use and deployment speed, it is a pretty fast knife as far as I'm concerned. You know, it can be done one-handed, and equally it can be closed one-handed. Flicks out pretty fast. Has an ambidextrous thumb stud on there as well, so good for the lefties and the righties. Right, what more can I say about this? I think so far it's proving to be a good knife. In my opinion, for the price point, you're definitely getting good value for money. I mean, I'd say this is the equivalent of, you know, some 60, 70, 80 pound higher end knives, where I believe this retails for around 35 to 40 mark in the UK. So you're definitely getting a lot of bang for your buck, so to speak. As to the jimping along here, it's sufficient. It does give you an additional purchase on there. I believe this blade has been described as a tactical folder, and although I'm not really bothered about that, it probably would make a good knife in that capacity. So, yeah, all in all, I think it's a good product, and I'd highly recommend it if you're looking for a nice, affordable and stable folding knife. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it is a liner lock. So that's my review of the Alloutdoor1 straight edge blade, folding knife, tactical folder. I hope you found that useful. This is Alloutdoor1 signing out for now. You guys take care. Bye bye.